So imagine this for a moment. A journey where the traveling itself is really the point. It becomes like a lullaby, almost a silver painted dream. That's what we're diving into today. We're looking at Midnight Express Journey West. It's this beautifully written piece capturing a sleeper train ride, Chicago to the West Coast. And our mission here really is to just soak in the sensory richness the author creates, to try and understand, what makes it feel so peaceful, and maybe uncover some of that quiet magic in the rhythm of the train. So if you've ever wanted just a moment of calm or maybe a fresh look at familiar places, settle in. What resonates with you just hearing that phrase, journey is enough, even before we get into it? Okay, let's unpack this. Our story kicks off, quiet summer night. Oliver's boarding the Midnight Express. He's leaving Chicago. The station lights are fading behind him. It feels like more than just a train, doesn't it? It's like a promise of westward travel across a sleeping America. What grabs you right at the start here?
Well, what's really striking is how fast the mood is set. It's not just plot. Oliver's cabin, right away, it's described as cozy. Soft bed, big window. That's instant comfort signal. And then Samuel, the conductor, he's presented as kind, this older presence, and his words whispered, "Just relax, sir. Tonight the train will rock you to sleep." I mean, that's just masterful tone setting. It was like this gentle reassurance right off the bat.
Yeah, and that reassurance is really baked into the soundscape too, isn't it? That constant clack, 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 clack. The text explicitly calls it like a lullaby. It's not just noise. It feels deliberate, like immediate sensory comfort. How does that work, turning what could be just, mechanical noise into something so soothing?
That's a really good point. It's not just the sound itself, but how it's framed. And the repetition, of course. Our brains often respond to rhythm, predictable sounds, think metronomes, or even chanting. It signals safety, calm. So when you pair that steady clack-clack with Samuel's calming words in the cozy cabin, well, it stops being just noise. It becomes like a psychological anchor. It pulls Oliver and us into the present moment, almost a kind of forced mindfulness, you could say.
A forced mindfulness through rhythm. Interesting. It makes you think, doesn't it? For you listening, has there ever been a sound, maybe a specific rhythm, that just instantly shifts your state, takes you from feeling busy or stressed to, calm, like this train's lullaby seems to do for Oliver? So the train pulls out, city lights fade,
Yeah.
and then you get this shift to the wide open countryside. And here, the descriptions, wow, they really come alive. Moonlight painted the fields in silver, barns and farmhouses glowing warmly. It's like the world outside the window becomes this dreamscape. What's the author doing there artistically?
Yeah, it definitely shifts gears there. It becomes less about just travel and more like nature writing. Almost romantic with a capital R, silver-painted fields. That's not just seeing. It's imbuing the scene with art, with magic. The moonlight is the agent of transformation here. Makes the familiar seem mythical. And then the warmly glowing farmhouses, that's the contrast, right? The human element, warmth within this vast silvery wildness. That balance creates this profound sense of peace. It's both sublime and comforting. Pulls you right in.
And it keeps unfolding. Through Iowa, there's that little detail, fireflies dancing in the meadows, so delicate. But then Nebraska, the sky just explodes. That description, a blanket of stars, so many that it felt like the heavens had spilled glitter across the night, just breathtaking. It's more than just seeing stars. It feels like experiencing them. How does the language make that vastness feel so immediate, so personal?
Well, the fireflies are like a grace note, aren't they? Small, fleeting beauty. But Nebraska's sky, that's the big awe moment. Blanket of stars is familiar, sure, but spilled glitter, that gives it texture, almost something you could touch. It makes the cosmic feel intimate, strangely personal. It's designed, I think, to shift Oliver's perspective away from himself, towards the universal, which is key to that whole journey is enough idea. When you're truly awestruck, your own stuff kind of shrinks, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And it's not totally passive viewing either. There's that soft voice on the intercom guiding him. "We're approaching the Great Plains. If you look to your right, you may see wild deer." And Oliver leans in, smiles, watches these gentle animals. It's this blend of curated experience and raw nature. How does that specific guidance add to the feeling of immersion?
Oh, the intercom voice is such a clever touch. It makes it feel less solitary. It's almost like a guided meditation track for the journey itself. It's not just facts. It's an invitation to notice. Look now, see this specific beautiful thing happening? The deer under the moon. It ensures he doesn't miss these moments. It reinforces the idea that the journey is offering gifts. The train becomes this moving observatory, a safe bubble to witness the wild. It really deepens that sense of presence, like the journey itself is caring for him.
Yeah, it really highlights those details we usually rush past. For you listening, when has maybe a guided moment, a friend pointing something out, or even like an audio guide suddenly revealed something new or beautiful in a place you thought you knew? So hours pass, and the landscape changes again, dramatically this time. Colorado, now there are mountains, giant silhouettes, snowy peaks glowing in the moonlight. You can practically feel the air get cooler. The text even mentions the scent of pine trees. What's the effect of such a big shift from flat plains to these huge, imposing mountains?
That plains to mountains transition is classic, isn't it? Psychologically, it evokes something different. Plains make you think of openness, maybe infinity. Mountains feel more about majesty, endurance, maybe even shelter in a way. And bringing in the cool air, the pine scent that's crucial, it's multisensory. It tells you this isn't just scenery, it's a whole new environment washing over you.
Hmm.
And it doesn't break the peace, it just changes its flavor. It shows the journey's richness, it's evolving.
Right. And right at this point, Samuel the conductor shows up again, like a gentle guide, and he whispers, almost to Utah. If you close your eyes, you might just dream of the places we've passed.
That really makes you think. How does this changing scenery affect our inner world? And what's Samuel nudging Oliver towards with that specific phrase? Samuel's timing is perfect, isn't it? He's more than just a conductor. He's kind of choreographing the inner journey too. That whisper. It's an invitation to internalize everything, to let the outside world become part of your inside world, moving from just seeing to reflecting and remembering. Dream of the places we've passed. That's about integrating the experience, making it part of you, not just something that flew by the window. It's a big step towards that core idea. The journey itself is the substance, becomes part of who you are. Samuel's almost like a gentle therapist for the journey.
Ah, yeah, journey therapist. I like that. And Oliver's reaction feels key. He pulls his blanket up, listens to that steady, comforting song of the train. It feels like he's really settling into it now, fully accepting. Finding comfort in the motion itself, is that just passive surrender, or is it something more active? An active choice for contentment?
That's a good question. Passive surrender versus active acceptance? I lean towards active acceptance. He's not just being carried along passively, he's consciously engaging with the comfort. Pulling up the blanket is small, but it's an act of embracing the moment, affirming his place. And the train sound is now fully comforting, fully a song. It's landed emotionally. It shows he's present, allowing the journey's rhythm to hold him. He's not fighting it, he's flowing with it.
That makes sense. Finding comfort in the flow, not just waiting for the destination. It makes you wonder, for you listening, when you face a big change, a new landscape in life or work, how do you find that presence? How do you tune into the rhythm of the process itself instead of just focusing hard on the endpoint? So, where does this all lead? What's the synthesis here? The text nails it, I think. Somewhere beyond the dark hills, he knew the Pacific Ocean was waiting, but for now, the journey was enough. A slow, peaceful crossing of a sleeping country. That feels like the heart of it, doesn't it? The core message. How does the writing make that more than just a nice idea? How does it make you feel it?
Exactly. That sentence doesn't just appear, it's earned. The author built up to it meticulously. Every step, the cozy cabin, Samuel's words, the rhythmic sound, the moonlit fields, the stars, the deer, the mountains, all of it works together. It systematically chips away at that typical get there fast mindset. By making the process itself so rich, so engaging, so peaceful, the destination naturally becomes less important. The writing creates this little self contained world on the train, where the present moment is the reward. It demonstrates contentment in motion. It kind of quietly dismantles our usual obsession with arrival.
Yeah, contentment in motion. I like that. And the train isn't just metal and wheels, it's framed as a sanctuary, gently carrying Oliver and us into the quiet heart of the night. And his dreams. They're of golden plains, silver rivers, and the endless starry skies. Not the destination, but the journey itself, transformed. What do those dream images tell us about how deep this experience went?
Oh, the dream content is hugely significant. It shows the journey has been fully absorbed, internalized. He's not dreaming of the goal of the Pacific. He's dreaming of the elements of the journey, the plains, rivers, stars. It signals a fundamental shift. The experience hasn't just passed him by, it's reshaped his inner landscape. The peace, the beauty they've become part of his subconscious, a new way of feeling content. It suggests the real destinations aren't always places on a map, but shifts inside us. That's the ultimate proof of the journey as enough.
It paints such a clear picture, doesn't it? Where everything, the sound, the sights, even the smell of pine, it all adds up to the reward. It really is about the story unfolding along the way, not just getting to the last page. We tend to measure things by arrival, don't we? checking off the boxes, reaching the goal. But this deep dive into the Midnight Express, it offers such a different, compelling perspective that maybe the real richness, the real fulfillment is found right there in the journey, mile after beautiful mile. So, our journey through Midnight Express Journey West has really shown us this tapestry of sensory detail and deep peace. From the train's lullaby, the moonlit fields, the incredible stars, to those majestic mountains. It's a potent reminder, isn't it, about the quiet beauty we can find when we slow down, when we're truly present. So, if a journey can be its own destination, if a train ride can literally rock you into beautiful dreams, here's something to think about. What parts of your own life, your own path, might benefit from slowing down that pace, from being a bit more appreciative? How could you start listening to the clack clack of your own daily rhythm, not as noise, but maybe, just maybe, as a kind of lullaby? Perhaps the most important destinations are the ones we find hiding within the journey itself.